Your boy, they've been talking about this. What's my man name from the Mission Impossible movies?
Little fella.
Come on, man.
What is his name?
From what movie?
Mission Impossible movies.
No, the little
I
guy.
hate talking to man.
Keanu Reeves?
No, not Keanu.
Keanu Reeves is not a...
Other white guy.
We look terrible right now. We look like three big dummies. No. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
I thought
God damn. Keanu Reeves?
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tell your wife this rug is awesome. This is a beautiful rug.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, it completes the room, you know?
Colors and shit. I'm like, oh, Matt got a real show. This nigga's
A
real.
little bit this way, bro.
Who?
You. Get a little bit more. Yeah, because like I got you one leg out or something. You playing the hokey pokey or some shit. Yeah. God damn it, nigga. I ain't say that part.
Family, nigga. That's how we need to start this show.
Get the hell.
That's how I like to start the show. This nigga's uncomfortable.
I'm going to do the countdown, then we'll be ready to go.
All right.
Man, put that bottle.
You see the bottle?
Yeah, it's all right to pick up the drink after we already started, but not in the beginning.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We got sponsors and shit. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, because they're going to care less when you pull it up out the bottom after later. Well, at least they didn't do that at the beginning.
Damn, man, shut up, man. Hold up. Yo. Show you was talking, man, while I was talking, man. Yo. Welcome to the Highest Point Podcast. This is a podcast for everyone, no matter where you're from, no matter what you've been through. You know you deserve the best and willing to put in the work for progress to reach the highest point. And today, people, we got a very, very special guest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Radio host. A super producer. When I say super producer, understand what I'm saying.
Super
producer.
Super.
He done produced for the likes of like 50 Cent.
Did it.
Likes of like Luda. Was that Luda?
I did it. He was on it, goddammit. I
Big
get
Boy.
that credit.
Big Boy.
Hey, you can cuss on here, right?
Yeah.
I goddamn did it.
You know what I'm saying? Like super producer.
Excuse me. Big Boy did it.
Super producer. Super gas infested producer. And
See, he knows me. He knows me personally. That's why he's not on his professionalism, because he knows me. And
You know what
he
I'm
knows
saying?
I'm a fool.
also a director.
I know him too.
A director. 85 Central, one of the best web series that I actually ever been a part of. I actually ever witnessed. I witnessed this man put in the work. We had so many amazing locations just off the strength of his name.
Off the name. Wait, what?
And what is his name?
My name is Showdown, yo baby daddy. The divine attribute, the reverend dither for shizzle, my nizzle in the bit. I'm talking too fast. You are listening too slow, ladies and gentlemen.
All the above. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Definitely appreciate you being here. And today we're gonna get into all those type of things, but also today we're gonna get into one of his new ventures. Yes, he's done a lot. He's still doing, but he also has a YouTube channel now.
Got a brand new show.
Popcorn Reactions.
Popcorn Reaction.
New show.
I made my own shirts, made my own hats.
Put up here directing movies and everything like that, shows, and now he got his own show.
My own shit.
Popcorn Reactions. Can you tell us a little bit what Popcorn Reactions is?
Popcorn Reactions is a show dedicated to reacting and commentary over movies you love or you've seen. And it's funny because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wow.
When I first saw it, I thought it was weird. I just thought it was weird to the idea of I want to see you look at a movie that I watched already that I love. I want to see you look at.
Right. It do sound weird when you put it like that.
Yeah, and that verbiage.
But if you think about it, we've all loved. Have you ever enjoyed a crowd going crazy for something you like? Ever?
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even in the stadium, you're seeing the crowd go wild.
You loved reaction.
That is a reaction.
That's a reaction.
It is. Never thought about it like that.
Me neither. Not until I started paying attention to what it really was.
Yeah, that's real. So
if I see somebody get dunked on, I want to see other people
I do be
See
looking at the
somebody get
reactions though. Yo, let me see what the team did on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see what the team that got dunked on though do.
Right. It was like, oh, the other team was like, ah. You know what I'm saying? It's it's crazy. For real. Yeah. So on this movie thing, I want to ask you about something that
Can I drink my beer now?
Huh?
Can I drink my beer now?
Oh yeah, you can drink your beer now. You're good. You know what I'm saying? And
before we continue, me and Matt are like family. I don't know if he told y'all that. I know he does a lot of different interactions and a lot of really great episodes on this episode. But we're family, okay?
Facts.
So the things that I do, I can do because I know him.
Go let him know he got showdown privilege. You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing as
you know what I'm saying. Everybody else, y'all can come drink too. But you know what I'm saying? He got showdown privilege.
Nothing, y'all. You ever drunk Patron out of a straw in a Burger King cup?
Let me ask you this: which one is better, and tell me why? DC or Marvel?
That's what you want to do?
We're gonna start off right.
I don't want to argue with you today.
We gotta.
I didn't come in for that.
Which one is best? DC or Marvel? Tell me why, because you know they're gonna be on your ass show.
All right. There's no such thing as best between the two.
Nah, that's the safe answer.
Hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Shut up. There's no best between the two. If you read comic books and you go down that rabbit hole, you'll start finding properties that you absolutely love. I love Batman. Does that make DC better than Marvel? I love Wolverine. Does that really make DC better than Marvel?
You tell Marvel better than DC.
I am a fan of comic books and comic book adaptation as a whole.
How about when it comes to movies? Which one?
We all know Marvel's kicking ass.
Yeah.
Marvel kicking DC ass?
You know how I know? I've seen every DC movie at least twice.
So that means DC winning?
No.
What you mean by you seen every DC movie twice? Why would you watch it again?
I'm a fan of the genre, no matter who it is.
Okay.
I've seen Marvel's twice too.
Okay.
What it means is I watched the movie I love twice, and the movie that I don't love as much twice.
Got you.
There's no losers. Nigga, I come from a time period where we didn't have two action heroes in one movie. We didn't have anything except the early Ninja Turtle movie. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's all I had. That's it.
Fellas, have you started spring cleaning yet? The carpets need cleaning, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing. Spring has sprung, and the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the best tools for cleaning aisles 5 in your pants. Time to clear out your winter bush and join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code THP. So if you got your bushes trimmed outside, you don't got no business for your bush inside your britches not to be trimmed.
Exactly. And the start of spring, it also starts Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. And Manscaped takes that very seriously because they have a We Save Balls initiative.
Oh, yo, that's so dope. For real. Like, when y'all guys going to the doctor, make sure the doctor fondling your balls too, man.
Got to.
You got to make sure you're healthy because this testicular cancer is nothing to play with. We don't want no parts of that. And this year, we are definitely focused on health.
Exactly.
So get 20% off and free shipping with the code THP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Use the code THP at manscaped.com. It's time to throw away your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life.
Well, let me ask you this, because he asked you about the movies now. What you saying when it comes to the comic books, you think they're on an even playing field? Because my daddy, he had, like, I read comic books growing up. My daddy had
what he read?
X-Men, you know, he had the Wolverines, you know what I'm saying? I think they had one with like Cable. You know,
he read it in DC.
I ain't heard about Cable in a while.
He read the Batman.
He read all of it. He had all of that. So it was at my fingertips.
Did he have a preference between the two?
He liked Marvel better.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? He was a big.
I used to think that.
So what are the characters for like who are the major
characters?
Too many
characters.
Top 5 in Marvel and top 5 in DC.
I mean, the argument you're gonna have Superman.
For which one is he? You gotta tell the people.
Come on, Matt.
Hey man, look, man,
you don't know who the fuck Batman is,
nigga. My
from
audience
DC and
is not
Marvel.
your audience. They have to know. We got everybody that watch this aren't big into that shit.
Tell them, show.
Y'all know who the fuck Batman is.
Who is he
Y'all
with?
know Batman with DC.
Yeah.
I know you know who Batman with. Okay, all right. We'll do it for the sake of argument. Batman is DC. Wolverine is Marvel.
Okay.
The X-Men, that's Marvel. The Justice League is DC. If you're gonna go with DC, you're gonna go with Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Batman, of course,
definitely.
and the Flash.
That's some strong lineup.
That's pretty much your garden variety.
Yeah.
Marvel's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It just depends on who you want to talk
really
about.
Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many.
You want to go through the X-Men, that's a different 5. You want to go through the Avengers, you're going to go through, what?
X-Men is just one.
Who's the one?
You're going to loop them all into one.
You can't do that.
Who's the one?
Wolverine's the leader.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Who's the leader of that?
Charles Xavier. What are you talking about?
I know, but nobody don't talk
Professor
about him.
X.
Everybody talks about Charles Xavier.
Don't talk about
What?
his old bald ass.
Hell yeah. Cut your mind off right now.
Magneto get
yeah.
more play than Xavier.
Hell no.
I mean, listen.
Magneto's, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
because Magneto is a motherfucking savage.
He is.
He one of them ones.
But
Professor X.
if Xavier was about to die, Magneto would take the bullet for him.
You think so?
I know I'm pointing at you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you go.
'Cause you're not Magneto.
He calls him Magneto.
No, he's more Bishop.
He's trying to call me Professor X.
Is it
because
because I'm black?
for Bishop?
No, it's because you're black and you have dreads.
The
Locks.
dread- the dreads
Excuse me.
with it.
Okay. So you ain't give you you ain't name your people for Marvel though. So
Who, mines?
yeah, like maybe top 5 out of Marvel.
It's hard.
It's Thor in there?
If I'm going into movies, it's easy. But if I'm going to comics, there's no answer for that.
Okay.
Well,
So-
do it from the movies then.
Movies.
Yeah.
Iron Man. I thought it was easy. Black motherfucking Panther.
Oh.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. Rest in power.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
But I still give him a shout out because his work still lives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Did I say Iron Man first?
Yeah,
Because
Iron
Robert
Man,
Downey Jr. wasn't even supposed to be the man. He did a Michael Keaton.
Who was
supposed to be the guy?
he ain't supposed to be the man?
Think of,
can't
y'all probably
imagine
don't
nobody
remember. Y'all don't remember. But when they first announced the Iron Man movie, Robert Downey Jr. was the last person he was expecting to be lead. Robert Downey Jr. had some issues, drug issues, issues.
Yeah.
And at that time, get the fuck out of here. But we did the same thing with Michael Keaton in Batman. Y'all probably don't remember that. That was 1989. Michael Keaton was Beetlejuice. Think about it.
Oh, was he?
Could Beetlejuice be fucking Batman? Get the fuck out of here. That was disrespectful.
Oh, damn.
I ain't know.
I ain't know
I
they
ain't
was the
realize
same.
it. I ain't realize the same people.
Nigga. Came through, rocked it. Did it.
Damn.
Made it. I can't remember the director's name. Cut that part out. But make me look smart. But yeah, so Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. The first though is whack. So that's not.
Okay. So there's Iron Man. You already said
Black Panther.
Black Panther for sure.
Which Black Panther movie is not my favorite, but the character is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucking Captain America. Nigga, I ain't never liked Captain America. Never.
Until his movies came out.
Never liked Captain America. He fought Nazis. I was like, he cool, but he's corny. I never liked Captain America.
Right.
Till he went to movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can agree with that, man. Cause,
Yeah, I never
reading
thought
the
about
comic
that.
books, you see what it is. It's not as intriguing as the other
Nothing
stuff.
to do with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all right, but I ain't.
Right.
I used to read Image Comics, which was Spawn. There's a guy named Legion. There were guys from DC and Marvel that quit and came together to make up.
Right.
But movies, Marvel is my shit. I've seen every movie. The best movies, I took my kids to see the Endgame. What was the one before the Endgame? The War. The
Infinity War.
Infinity War. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Stones, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Infinity War, Endgame. I took my kids to see it. I've never been to anything like that ever in my life, ever. Everybody there, it was madness.
What was the old boy name with the rings?
Thanos. Josh Brolin played Thanos and played Cable in the Deadpool movie too.
Is he the baddest villain that there ever was?
So far, and no, there's much guys much worse.
Who can kick Thanos' ass? Nobody.
What's the universe?
Kane the Conqueror.
Kane the Conqueror.
That's one guy. That's just one.
Okay.
It's a bunch of people. How you ain't talking about Scarlet Witch? Multi of Madness. Have y'all heard anything about this movie that's about to come out?
Y'all
ain't heard nothing about Doctor
What's the
Strange
name of the lady
Y'all ain't heard nothing about Doctor Strange too.
I heard about Doctor Strange.
They talking about having your boy. See, this movie's gonna be different variations of that character.
Mm-hmm.
So you got different actors playing the same. So you got Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, but you might also have a different actor playing a different version of Wolverine.
Okay.
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah.
I know how to talk to the mic. Your boy, they've been talking about this. What's my man name from the Mission Impossible movies?
Little fella.
Come on, man.
What is his name?
From what movie?
Mission Impossible movies.
No, the little
I
guy.
hate talking to man.
Keanu Reeves?
No, not Keanu.
Keanu Reeves is not
Other white guy.
We look terrible right now. We look like three big dummies. No. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
I thought
God damn. Nigga said Keanu Reeves. If that ain't good, if that's not good podcast entertainment, you need to find the show that you love. That shit is good entertainment. Tom Cruise is possibly a variant of Iron Man, meaning he's a different version of Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Possibly.
I can't see him as Iron Man though.
No,
Well, the funny thing is, originally he had first dibs to play Iron Man before Robert Downey Jr.
So he must have turned it down.
Eventually, yes. And then Robert I can't remember his name. The guy who got Iron Man started ended up picking Robert Downey Jr. for the role, and they worked on it, and here we are.
Got you.
Okay, that's
So don't talk to me about Marvel and DC movies.
I was trying to think about Captain Marvel. That's the chick. That's like the most powerful.
Brie
right?
Larson.
Can she beat Phoenix in a fight?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like thinking about power.
They're both super duper. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's different.
Only real comic book readers would know that answer.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
I don't know that. I'm more down to goddamn Black Panther versus Captain America.
Got you. All right. So we got a little bit of insight there, man.
Why you asking me these questions?
Hey man, like I'm trying to get your reaction. That's what popcorn reaction is all about.
You asking me about Marvel and DC. Who you like in DC?
Shit, Batman.
That's all he knows.
That's all you know.
Batman.
That's right.
And I like the other guy, the
Superman?
black dude with the bald head. He probably not even DC. He on Netflix. Dang, what's that dude's name?
Disrespecting the black
Luke
dude.
Cage.
Luke Cage is Marvel.
Oh. Okay, obviously I'm not a professional in this particular topic.
You don't have to be professional.
But
you didn't read comics.
Nah. I maybe had like cards, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that growing up on baseball cards, basketball cards, stuff like that. I didn't have the comics, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool. We read cards too. So.
I ain't really look at shit. I wasn't into the Pokemon cards and shit.
So
like
when
that.
you go to the movies, you don't give a damn about none of these heroes.
I just want to know if this shit is good or not. You know what I'm saying? I am
you see
not
Spider-Man?
I haven't seen the newest.
You ain't seen the new Spider-Man?
I heard it was fire.
You tripping?
I heard it was fire.
Too.
I was waiting on your reactions on it. When you gonna do that? I told you.
I don't do the new movies.
Why?
Because my fans like old movies. They're grown old people. Not old people. Excuse me, I hate to say that. But I think my fan base is a little older. And I say that because when I do newer movies, I don't get as many views than when I do movies from the 80s or 70s, 80s, and 90s. I did Mortal Kombat, and nobody watched it.
Really?
And I love the Mortal Kombat movie.
You talking about the newest one?
The newest one.
Okay.
That came out during the pandemic.
So if someone looking to have that nostalgia on some reactions, your channel is the channel for them, basically.
Well, yeah, if you like horror, I do a lot of horror because horror is awesome. I never watched horror as a young kid.
Okay.
Wouldn't touch it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not watching that shit.
Right.
So I
watch a lot to be real.
I decided that if you wanted to see the realest reaction from me, it'll be from a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because everything else, I know backwards and forwards. I'm one of those guys. You may be like that. Your movies that you love, I know my shit, bro.
Yeah,
I know my shit.
The ones I like, I definitely know that shit.
I know exactly. And
I gotta really, really like something to watch it more than once.
What would
Same
be
here.
what would be the opposite? What would be something that you know nothing about?
Shit.
That would be the best reaction you can give an audience.
Yeah, and that's horror for me. I don't know a whole lot about horror.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started watching
I
it.
don't know much about DC and Marvel either.
I started watching horror as an adult, though. I was fucked up as a kid.
Exactly.
Because what my daddy let me watch, Jason Goes to Hell or something. I think I seen a heart running across the floor. That shit fucked me up. I had to go to the bathroom down the hallway, man. I thought I seen that shit.
Dang,
I was like,
that's crazy. You know, my brother was scared of gremlins. And what's so weird
Gremlins ain't
is
afraid.
he was afraid of the small one.
the nice one?
Gizmo.
Gizmo.
He was scared to death of Gizmo.
Mugwai.
He was like, yo, I don't trust. I know what I'm getting for all the other niggas. I don't trust that one, though.
Your brother?
He was, the most savage one. It was scared of Gizmo.
Stripe.
I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? Why you scared of Gizmo?
Everybody's got the shit that scares them.
Yeah, man. That should be weird.
I didn't fuck with horror movies as a kid, man. They frightened me on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what? Horror movies and high rides and carnivals work hand in hand. Because when I got old enough to get on the roller coaster, I got old enough to watch a horror movie.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if y'all know that, but go back and think into your mental Rolodex when you got older and things didn't bother you as much.
Well, yeah. But my nigga getting on the ride, they had nothing to do with your age. It had something to do with height.
No, I don't.
Shit. It's age. I mean, not it's height.
I don't think so.
You drunk.
I'm not drunk. So you're saying that
It don't got nothing to do with your age. It's all about height. They ain't asking kids their age.
okay, well, let me ask you this. Are you scared of the same things as an adult as you was as a child? Period.
No.
Thank you. I've already made my point.
Those are two separate
That
things.
discussion
people.
is
Don't
over.
let him fool you.
I'm not saying that height becomes better. I'm just saying things that scared you as a child is different as an adult.
Yeah.
3 steps
So
might have been afraid.
So when you making your reaction videos,
yeah,
are you watching some of the horror movies for the first time ever?
hell yeah, got to do it.
So as an adult,
Yeah.
does it scare you like some of them?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate movies on a different level. 85 Central was the pinnacle where I started to pay attention to why we make the movies we make. Exorcist, right? I didn't fuck with that movie. Couldn't touch it.
As a child or as an adult?
Young adult. Till I got 30. Fuck with it. But once I started to realize the music, the makeup, the setting, the lighting, the sound effect, I was like, yo, this was designed for me to be afraid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to me, that's fucking brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what changed me.
Yeah.
When I saw somebody doing the makeup for old girl and her head changing, and I was like, oh, they planned to scare the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
for sure.
brilliant, bro.
And it's crazy.
In a way, that's brilliant.
Yeah. And
Because
without that
we're talking
production,
about, we didn't have CGI then, so everything was considered to be practical.
Yeah.
The lighting they had to do it. They couldn't do it in post.
Right.
Her spitting out the pea soup. Somebody wrote that fucked up shit to say.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
for sure.
police.
For sure.
And the smoke out, and I just thought somebody wrote all that shit, planned it out, and knew you'd be uncomfortable to see it.
Right.
That changed. I'm not scared of nothing no more. How does Jason cut the nigga head off?
Right.
Now I'm a fan, and now I realize what a horror fan is.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can get past that and watch the production, I guarantee you respect the fact that I'm supposed to be scared more than being scared.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, totally.
But the young me only saw the horror.
Yeah. So I guess it's, being that you have more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? You got a better understanding. You can actually sit down and put it together.
He got a different appreciation.
The genre is excellent. What it is, as I understand. And, now I'm like, I want to see the next horror thing, the Jordan Peele movie.
And to be real, kids don't supposed to watch the shit anyway.
Not really, but yes.
It's rated. You know what I'm saying? It's not rated for kids, so
The kids always watch.
Still
yeah,
let you watch
but they don't
it, though.
supposed to.
Most horror fans started watching horror as a kid.
Yeah, but they don't supposed to when you think about
It
it.
ain't for you.
So
Texas
it's understanding why we get the
Texas
appreciation when we
Chainsaw
older.
Massacre was people eating ass in chili. It's not for children.
They were eating ass. And
Matt,
chili.
you've had chili ass? Sorry.
I said, what was that? You said somebody eating ass in the movie?
They're eating chili people. People made out of chili. Ever had chili ass before?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
How you know?
I never had
You
chili
don't
ass.
know, do you?
I do.
You might have had some human chili. Wouldn't even know it.
We ain't no chili dog. With humans in it.
Y'all don't know.
I know.
You have no idea.
I was thinking you were talking about literally like in
you talking about people.
in the country chili, like people was eating ass.
Y'all niggas ate chili before and thought it was a certain type of meat, but you don't know.
Had sloppy Joe.
How
Same
you know?
shit.
I heard you can season male ass to make it taste like fucking
Pause.
regular chili. How do you know?
We don't want to
you
pause
don't know. Y'all niggas think y'all know what they giving you when you go to the drive-thru. You don't know. You're
I mean, you don't know. You're going off the
You
strength.
could be eating some Vietnamese man. You
Stupid. And then wait, one thing I did want to bring back to because we talked about your reactions show and everything.
All right,
but
let's talk about it.
one thing on our show, what we like to get on is like the journey of people. We think that's very, very important because we see the end result. You see you doing all these great things. You got this long history.
I do.
But how did you even get started? Because you also was a rapper, which done tours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was on radio host for
Yeah.
the biggest radio stations.
In my area.
You know what I'm saying? In our area, you done the directing, you done the super producing for these major super artists.
I
as well.
did.
Where are you from, and how did you get started on this journey?
I was raised in early days in the Bronx in New York / Fayetteville. Now, if you want me to be real and honest, because it should be, I don't really know where I was born. Because that's a mystery.
What you mean?
What's on your birth certificate?
I have a birth certificate.
Y'all hear this?
Don't have a birth certificate. Never had a birth certificate.
Are you an illegal immigrant?
Might be.
Oh, God damn it. I hope I'm from Puerto Rico.
You from Mexico?
He's from
Could
Congo.
be.
He's from Congo. Look
Could
at
be.
him.
So that argument, but I was raised in the Bronx in the early days / way of Fayetteville. Back and forth every other summer, every other school year until I was in the 9th grade. I went to Fayetteville, went to Hillcrest, and I never went back to New York to live.
Oh, wow.
And I grew up
Right.
in Fayetteville.
Okay.
So I was able to get a lot of different styles early. First of all, if you know anything about Fayetteville, it's some melting pot of different music.
Yeah, military.
I went to a party where we played Public Enemy, Mobb Deep, Dr. Dre, what's the guy? Tennessee, Arrested Development.
Yeah.
All these different styles of records at one party, and everybody rock with everything. So I come from that.
Right.
So that helped me a lot in my travels in music.
Ah, okay.
The young Bronx, I didn't even know rap was taking over. I just knew it's what I like. And my mama said, when I leave the house, my shoes better be tied. And my pants better be pulled up.
Okay.
And when I hit the corner, I unloose my goddamn shoes, drag my pants,
Right.
B-boy style.
Yeah.
B-boy style.
But I remember a time where rap was not everywhere.
Right.
And then here comes goddamn Fred Flintstone cereal, and they're doing a rap.
Wow.
And rap takes over.
Wow. You remember that?
Yeah. I remember when you saw, you know what rap was? It was some niggas dancing on the cardboard in the movie.
Right.
That was rap. That was like, oh, that was our time. And
So
now,
what came first? Rap? Going to radio?
for me?
DJing? Producing? What came first?
I was an artist.
Okay.
I know you're not gonna believe me, but I've never lost a rap battle in my life.
Bars.
True story. When I started working at 102 Jams, there was X2 at a High Point and Ricky Ruckus out of Winston-Salem. As far as we knew, Those were the best two rappers, or at least one, or at least two of the best young rappers that used to call the radio on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, there's Glue Easy for you to know. Glue has been international rap champion. He does this.
Get busy.
When they was young, they would call the station to battle.
Mm-hmm.
When I got on, I used to battle a kid every week, a few times a week. Never lost a battle. It got so bad. Two things happened in my life. One was I would my OG, one of my OGs is Tap Money.
Mm-hmm.
Tap Money would do 7 to midnight.
Right.
That was my OG that put me in the game.
Yeah.
I would go out with him and he would say, if you beat Showdown in a rap battle, you can have my job. You can have my car. You can have my woman. You can have this.
Come on
and
now.
I would say, listen, no, you can't do that. You didn't even ask me. You didn't even ask me.
Man, that sounds like pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
Now I have to beat this dude.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
And
crazy.
the second one was Ski Beats. Ski was my second, the second person I knew in the industry that gave me a shot. The biggest thing is, if somebody asks you to do something, whether you can do it or not, what are you going to say? I never said no.
Right.
Can you break dance? Hell yeah. Karate? Fuck yeah. Jackie Chan? Please. On a Tuesday, nigga. I never told anyone I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
In fact, I got a job at Home Depot as I sold electrical because I didn't tell them and I didn't know how to do that. So I'm just saying, young folks, if you're watching, I never told a person I couldn't do it. And you know what? I ended up being the top salesman at Home Depot. And then I went to Lowe's for a year because Home Depot gave me a dime and a raise. Disappointing, disrespectful.
Right.
I went over there to get a new job, and the manager offered me $1 more than they paid me there. And I worked a year there.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, more of the story, man, you got to go out there and, like, try to figure it out.
Just go.
You know what I'm saying? You got to push the button. A lot of us hesitate to push the button. Push the damn button. The rest of the stuff will fall in place afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
And don't wait until you're forced to have to do it.
Right. You're back against the wall. Don't wait till you're back against
Because that's
the
what
wall.
I did. My back was against the wall, and I did it. So when I went to radio, same thing. Showdown, okay? Yep, sure can. What you need, no problem.
How did you get your foot in the door of radio?
I had a song called "If You Can't" in '98, and Jans was playing it, and I went to do an interview. I did a lot of interviews across the United States, but my interview with Tap Money was like, "Dude, you're hilarious. You should come back and hang out with me." And he was doing 7 to midnight.
Okay.
So I came back, and Tap Money showed me the ropes, and what he showed me was a lot bigger than being a rapper.
Wow.
At first, anyway. My deal fell through because I was in New York for 6 months working on my album, and that fell through. And Tap was like, "Yo, come up." So I came up. I started doing shows with him. He showed me the ropes, and that's how pretty much I got in the radio by mistake,
Right.
in a way.
Yeah. Dang, that's
I
crazy.
took it and ran.
Didn't they ask you to be some type of rap Santa? Was that what you were talking about?
And then they asked me to be everything. Santa, hosting, DJing, whatever it was, I did
It
it.
was like, yeah, I can do it.
There's nothing I couldn't do.
He pushed the button.
It was a great time in radio because guys from the radio were superstars. in their
Heck yeah,
community.
they were.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
I took it and ran.
It was like local celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
They-
People still feel away now
Yeah.
when they with a radio. I mean, if you think about it, Charlemagne, he was just a radio host.
Ludacris.
Ludacris
Radio.
started off from radio.
Started out from radio.
Yo, so I mean, radio is
Can
an amazing platform,
Look,
amazing foundation.
Waleed ended up
Coyote,
being who he is. B-Dot
right? Yep.
being who he is. We got Big Lip Bandit. There's guys, Boogie D, K-Nice, J Flex,
Yeah.
Capital J. All these guys went to do DJ Polo. They went to become legends in what they do.
Yeah.
Started from radio.
Yeah, a lot of it. So what's going to be the new radio now? because we know radio's kind of, I ain't gonna say it's fizzing out, but it's not. It don't have the same amount of power. The power is shared now.
Fizzing out.
The power.
I don't know.
Shared
I've been
now.
out of radio for 2 years, so I don't know. When the pandemic hit, I was a part of that. They got rid of everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's on to come up. It's the podcast, man.
Yeah.
Podcasts are filling a space.
Yeah, that's
Podcasts are
it.
really it's gonna turn into like one of the new radios, bro.
Yeah, because I'm in trucking, man, and the other guys I talk to, like, they don't have a radio on. They have a podcast.
Nobody listens to radio.
Yeah, it's lots changing.
Well, we all got our own thing.
Right. Now, I still turn on the radio every now and again, but it's a lot changing.
Yeah, I put on the Highest Point podcast, and I say, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But the point is, it's a place where I feel like I can argue.
Yeah. Get your shit off.
Because you didn't know this, but I go to certain places to argue. If I think you're an idiot, I wouldn't listen to you to argue. If I call you an idiot, that doesn't mean I think you're an idiot.
Right. Yeah.
You're just a guy. I want to argue with someone who's passionate about what we're arguing about.
Yeah, for sure.
And, the Highest Point is a place where I can say, oh, shut up. Oh, they're so stupid. Why do I listen to the show? And then I wait until the next episode. The bell for notification comes on. I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. Well, I can talk shit about today.
That's the future. We are no longer accustomed to just watching TV shows as to the radio.
Right.
We want to hear people's opinions.
Yeah.
And you guys feel like me.
Yeah. I mean, because
what you think.
the reason I think it's going to be real big, because the radio used to, when you listen to artists, it's whoever you were forced to basically get into. But now, if someone go to a podcast, they get to know the person, get to know who he is as a person.
Start dissing the radio now.
No. Dissing the radio.
I didn't know I was going to have a radio discussion.
I love the radio. I'm just saying.
That's some truth.
It's the difference is like, well, they had radio interviews too. You know what I'm saying? People go on a radio station, you get to learn about the person, but
you got video though.
Right. You get to see them, see the reactions and everything like that. And then I became fans of people just from their podcast interview.
Me too.
And radio interviews. Like I watch Breakfast Club all the time. That's radio.
Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I become fans
we didn't
of
even know it.
And
but then we started hearing stories about rappers we grew up with and we never knew that was the thing to know.
Yeah.
And then
you get to hear their
here
stories.
we are. Sports, movies,
Everything.
food. God damn. I mean, it took over.
Yeah. So you went from the rapping, you did the 102 Jams radio station, and then what was next after that?
Well, I used to watch Nostalgia Critic on YouTube. He was the first movie critic that I ever watched. And how I met him was my homie, shout out to DJ Reef Ali. No, it's not DJ. It's just Reef Ali. Now, what Reef Ali does, he produces records. He's a producer. But he finds samples for producers. That's what he does for a living.
Okay.
I met him early off, and he's done records with Snoop, Keith Murray, Redman, like his list. And I used to go over there and get sounds from him. Now, he might give me sounds on a hard drive. It might take 45 minutes. To get samples. I mean, he would give me thousands of samples.
Wow. Already chopped?
No.
Oh.
Nah. But he'll find like soulful Japanese records that I didn't even know existed.
Right.
Just gobs of samples that have never been used. While I'm waiting, he'll throw on some shit on YouTube. And he threw on Nostalgia Critic. And he got me into, the question is, the movies you grew up with, are they good? Or did you just love them because you were young and you
ain't know no better.
And you ain't know no better. That's what started me in all this shit.
Yeah.
I started to learn what a bad movie was, what a bad movie was. And I thought, well, if that's a bad movie, I could do better than that at least.
Right. Because I could have sworn wrestling was real when I was young.
Wrestling is real.
No. Some of it real. Some of it. I've been to the live shit. They be slapping the shit out of you.
If some of it's real,
Talking about the old
then that's
stuff.
enough. I'm talking about the old stuff is more real than the new stuff.
You think so?
I know so.
It made it sound like a soap opera these days. You ever watch the new wrestling?
It's a lot of talking.
Man, listen, I don't want to diss the new wrestling.
It's like a reality show
the
wrestling
old
match.
wrestling. First of all, I was in Fayetteville. We got day-to-day wrestling. We used to get wrestling matches every day.
What you mean, like
You didn't
not
see
underground
You didn't see
wrestling? Is it
two big.
underground wrestling?
You didn't see two big names wrestling to the weekend.
Oh, okay.
But during the week, the Road Warriors would wrestle some guys I ain't never heard of.
Right,
Beat
right,
the
right.
shit out of them and talk about who they was gonna wrestle this summer. I'll tell you what, this Saturday night it's going down. Bring your ass out. And we'd be like, oh, when they get with Ric Flair and them, they going. And then Ric Flair would wrestle. And they would beat up some guys you never heard of.
Yeah.
And they would get on the mic. Let me tell you something, Road Warriors. This weekend at SummerSlam, you better have your stuff. And that's what wrestling used to be Monday through Friday.
Right.
The weekend comes, and now you get to see two big names wrestle each other.
Right,
During
right.
the week, there's going to be some guys you ain't never seen in your life get their ass whipped.
Yeah.
All week. I come from old school wrestling.
Yeah.
Then one day, some McMahon said, we're just going to have big name wrestlers wrestle each other every day. And then that was the new wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
Now you catch Road Warriors against the Rock and Roll Express any day of the week now. I come from when that wasn't so. And that was fantastic. They were in gyms, small places. Mm-hmm. You ever heard the clip with Ric Flair talking about the Rolex wearing?
Fucking right.
Yeah.
flying.
Come on, man. That's his thing.
That was an interview he did at a gym. Small, low-budget wrestling.
Yeah.
That's
a long
where I come
time ago. But I started watching shit when I was probably about, 5? You know what I'm saying? Come on, low number channel. We ain't no cable.
Absolutely.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
like, because when we was little, we thought
Yeah.
that joint was dope. I mean, Power Rangers used to look so real, and you look at that joint now.
Wrestling different, though.
No.
Like, you got to go to
Yes, they did. You thought that joint was
Never
real.
watched Power Rangers.
We
No.
When Power Rangers came out, you was 20.
And we was like 7.
You got a different view on it. We thought it was real. If we were 20,
I still watch entertainment. I still watch entertainment.
But you was probably grown. Probably like 20 or something.
At least 18, 19, you ain't
like
messing with
What
it.
year Power? I'm not that. What the fuck? I'm not that old. How old are you?
36.
Yeah,
Be
I'm
37.
35.
It ain't that much. I'm not that much
But-
further away.
Yeah, but still,
it's
like, it's
enough
gonna
to
be a
make a
big
difference.
difference. Like,
It's
you
a-
wouldn't have interest
It's
in
enough
it.
years
You
to make it.
niggas watch Power Rangers.
When we was watching Power Rangers, you was in high school getting chicks.
No, he was out of high school.
You know what I'm saying? You was 33.
Really?
You had to be.
You had to be at least 40 when I was watching Power Rangers.
No, not that
When
old.
Power Rangers
I'm saying,
came out?
because
Let's find out.
It came out like 95.
It came out-
because I was like fifth grade or something.
Yeah, I was at high school.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember
You wouldn't
like,
be interested.
when we was out of high school. We ain't sitting around watching.
Power Rangers
no
didn't start.
bullshit.
Power Rangers started. I was in high
chicks, we
school.
living life. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, you know.
Yeah, and that junk looked real to us back then.
Yeah.
But now when I look at the old junk, I'm like, yo, how did I watch this?
First of all,
Yeah, look
those fight scenes aren't American actors.
in Power Rangers,
Yeah.
I ain't
all the people
surprised.
Japanese.
Yeah, the fighting is another show. They just take it and add the American acting scenes in between.
Oh, that's nuts. I ain't
What
know
the motherfucking come up on that is amazing. Imagine how much it costs for an episode. I just need you to do the scenes in the gym or the auditorium. And
For a
then
whole
we,
episode, how much you think it cost? $1,200.
and then we take the scenes
Back then.
with the Japanese people and we make that your fighting scene. You ever notice how they, all right, everybody, let's go, let's talk. That's someone else watching and doing the voiceovers.
That's funny, yo. That's
They
great.
didn't know that?
Hell no, we watched it since we was little.
Y'all thought that was real American actors in those helmets
When I was-
fighting. Let's go, Troy.
And
Y'all
those
never
helmets-
noticed that
Well, they-
those scenes look Japanese? It's because it is.
Yo, the movements do look like Japanese now that he say it, when you think about it.
American
All
shit.
that extra stuff they be doing.
Let's go.
It should look like all the niggas.
You motherfuckers know jujitsu and all kinds of karate. You think that's Americans?
It's Americans that know jujitsu.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about in the production of this show.
This show we was 10.
Yeah, we ain't know no better, man.
We ain't watched that shit as
Well,
an adult.
I didn't know at first either.
Yeah.
No, not at first.
Dang, that's
Somebody, this white guy I used to work with at the movie theater, brought me to his house.
So you got the inside scoop.
His dad was in the military. He showed me the original shows of Power Rangers. All not our language.
See, now I'm gonna pull this shit up and look at it when I get back.
Same episode.
crazy.
They bought all that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And brought Japanese. But I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how they put it together, man. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you watch that shit.
Yeah, I used to watch it.
You never noticed that the Black Ranger, Zach, was black and the Yellow Ranger was Chinese?
Yeah, actually, I thought about that when I got
that's crazy.
I thought about it.
Nobody thought that was kind of
That's kind of crazy. Now. In the beginning, that's how it was.
In the beginning,
I remember a white guy being the Black Ranger.
Nah.
Coming later.
No, Zach wasn't not.
And
Zach
there was Zach.
I'm about to say Zach Morris.
Motherfucker was doing that shit.
This nigga.
That nigga broke it. Did I break his shit?
No,
Is it loose?
You unplugged it.
How unplug it?
Pop.
I mean, I didn't even get it.
No, it's just it's.
I gotta get right.
Pull the chair up a little bit.
Oh man, can't pull it this way. Here we go.
There we go.
Damn, man. Well, when I come in here, your shit stop working.
You hitting walls and shit.
That's what I do.
Everybody else be stationary. We just have. So let me ask you this then. When you got started, you know, with the 85 South show.
85 Central.
Easy.
So when you got started with the 85 Central show, being that you had the support that you had, like, what were your thoughts? Like, being that people were showing up, you know what I'm saying? This was something you was, I would assume, doing on the fly. Like, let me see how this go.
In a way, we were.
Yeah, so what were your thoughts at the time, in real time?
I was blessed enough to have real director numbers on retainer. So I hit them and said, okay, so what should I do? And then, the one thing they told me that stuck with me was, never let anyone know you don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
When you go out there, if you don't have a plan, just have a plan.
Yeah.
Because if you start letting people know you don't know what you're doing, everyone's going to make suggestions.
Yeah.
They're going to bombard you with what they think the show is. They don't even know what the show is.
Yeah.
So they're going to give you a rendition of what they
So
think.
they're going to try to input their ideas.
Why wouldn't
what
they?
you got going on.
You ain't got shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't they offer it?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So even if I didn't know what Matt was about to do, I always act like, I'll get with you in a minute. I know exactly what we're going to do. And you know what? That shit was the best advice I ever had.
Yeah. Say that again.
Now,
like, if you don't have a plan, have a plan.
If you don't have a plan, have a plan.
Let me ask you this, Matt, like, because you was there a lot.
Yeah.
Could you tell that he didn't have a plan when he didn't have a plan?
Never.
I could tell probably about when I told you.
Of the time. About 20%. Well, when me and Matt started working close, I would tell him.
Well, that was different. I was part of the team at that point.
So at that point, I would tell him. He knew I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do.
Right. Actually, so let me revise.
It wasn't even that. It was like,
wrong. Let me
it was
revise.
Matt, this is what I want to do. How can we do it?
Now, when I first got on, everything looked like you knew everything what the hell was going on. Because, I didn't, So now that I sit back and think about it, in reality, no, I never knew when I was in that situation. But when we became part of the team, we talked. He pulled me to the side and said, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we was in the team.
But that speaks for him, though, and his talents, because he was able to mask it well and then keep stuff moving.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because I didn't tell Matt because I didn't know. I knew Matt was going to give me something I could use.
Right. I thought I did.
He'd be like, okay, what you want to do? I'd be like, 1, 2, and 3. Be like, boom. Matt start looking around like, all right, be back. And by the time he come back, he finished the story for me. We're going to do it from here, do it here. Are you doing this and this? I'll give him a script. He'll take the script with him. Matt was always extra ready more than anyone else.
Wow.
So I could always count on him to give me. First of all, I only gave Matt lines for him to follow. And I said, take these. This is the basis of what this scene is, and do what you do. After a while, we became cool like that.
Yeah.
And in fact, when I wrote Matt lines, I knew to leave him open.
Yeah, to give him to improvise.
And that's part of the directing part. You got for a great director to allow, that's not what I wrote down. You ain't saying the way I wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
some directors expect you to follow word from word, but a lot of directors hired you because you know how to grab the idea and give me something.
Right.
Give me something better. That's what it was.
Yeah.
if Matt come up with something better than I can write, why wouldn't I want that?
Yeah, exactly. Because especially if somebody is from the place of where you're writing from. You get what I'm saying? Like, if he's already experienced this.
That's how I wrote it.
Yeah, if he already experienced this, just let him do his thing, intertwine with what you got going.
Right. Especially if you're I'm a first-time writer. Mm-hmm. So if I wrote you, I'm going to write you a character close to who you are because I'm a first-time writer. Right. And so I can't rewrite your story. I ain't that good. But I can write something close to this. Yeah. He would probably smack a bitch in the mouth. He might not. But I bet you he want to. Put that in the script.
I want to, yeah.
And then when niggas realize they could be over the top version of themselves, everybody wanted in.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody wanted in.
Yeah, makes sense. He masterminded that shit, yo.
Everybody wanted in.
I haven't seen nothing like that happen before.
I saw Matt. This how I got Matt anyway with. We had this scene, was a gang scene. It was like Matt's first scene. It was second. First scene?
I think it was first.
It was the first scene. Mm-hmm. It was the gang's palace is where they reside at. And the cops came to look for someone, these two detectives. Mm-hmm. And the gang wasn't having it. And the script said, just give the cops a hard time. Matt jumped over the fence, chased the car down the street, did the dick sign, fuck you, did this, threw his shirt, and everybody kept saying, who's that guy in the street? They kept asking me, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I said, that's Matt. That's a guy that was going to get in a fight with Vernac about the picture. Oh! You know him? He's fucking crazy. He's in the next 3 scenes.
Yeah, that was crazy. The first scene, man, like
easy. From there, we was on and running.
Yeah, we was gone. Damn. Bro.
And Matt, when you got someone that's willing to do that, you rewrite. That's what I love about doing a TV show. Oh, yeah. I just can rewrite. When I realized Matt could do all of that, I made him number 2 in the game. He was supposed to be a part of it because I knew he was probably going to be better than number 1. I didn't need number 1 to be Matt.
Yeah. Right.
By making Matt number 2, he's expected to be crazy, this guy that's expendable. Right. But that is just
kind of like
Teflon.
Just loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
A guy that runs is not expected to be that loose.
Right.
But the number 2, composed. The number 2 is always more of a loose cannon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to say this and I'm done. We had a scene with DJ Earn. Mm-hmm. DJ Earn plays a cop. Mm-hmm. Now, again, the script was very loose. Mm-hmm. Insult the police officer Earn from Matt and action. Matt goes into this nigga for 5 minutes. Joke behind joke, you fat fuck.
Hey man, what's good with you?
Yeah, y'all guys done for today?
Yeah, we good. You need anything?
Need a fucking treadmill, that's what he need.
Nigga, what you need to do is shave that pussy hair off.
Nigga, at least I get pussy, motherfucker.
Yeah,
man,
damn.
the only pussy you guys on your fucking face, man.
Goddamn teddy bear.
What you need, man? What you need? All this shit ain't necessary.
First of all, I think I might need I made for this nigga to go drop fucking dick.
Nigga, what the fuck you want, nigga?
Nigga,
slow
why don't you
ass
actually
nigga.
do some smart shit like
God
read
damn.
a fucking book? God damn it. I need a
Man, what the fuck you want? You ain't getting shit without no money. This motherfucker slow, ain't it?
Damn. Get to something, all that fake ass jewelry you got on your fucking neck.
Give you a little bonus
You
for
a
your
fake
work.
ass cop. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit.
Goddamn, y'all be easy.
Let me know when that baby do, you fat fuck.
Calling them pregnant, all types of stuff.
It's filming. And you can't see it, but every now and then the camera shake. Because he's laughing. Hey, that ain't in the script. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead, Matt. Keep going.
Yeah.
So we let just match us.
He was calling me all types of light-skinned bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Ern was going in like... And I never met Ern before, but we were just talking shit about each other. So it was like super crazy. Like,
Ern kind of had to pick up because Matt was giving him the business. So he had to pick it up. And he did. He picked it up.
Yeah, he did.
He picked it up. And it started this rivalry. And I just look at it. I'm looking at I'm editing and I'm writing. I'm going, oh, Ern and Matt, they don't like each other. We need to do more scenes with them. because I know I'm going to get that action.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know I could do that. That happened. That was on a whim.
Yeah, and I think your artistry background helped. You was a rapper before you did all that.
Half the niggas in the show was rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I grabbed, and I will never get this handshake. But I grabbed all the guys no one was fucking with before they became who they were. I grabbed Earn, I grabbed Vegas, I grabbed G's, I grabbed Doodall Willis. At these times, these guys was part-time radios. It wasn't the biggest names in radio.
Right. Interesting.
I was lucky to get Matt. Matt came to a meet and greet. That was later. Yeah. I grabbed the guys that nobody was fucking with. And I said, listen, I could have got B-Dot. I could have got Drinkins. I could have got Buster Brown. I could have got the biggest names. Yeah. But I decided to use the smallest names because I wanted the show to get credit for being what it was.
Yeah, you didn't want people to come just because of the names that they saw. You wanted to be organic.
No. Right. I wanted to be as organic as I possibly could get it.
I dig it. So after 85 Central, you know what I'm saying, what did you start on next? What was your next venture?
Well, as I was working on 85 Central, I was kind of trying to get away from music. That's a whole nother episode. My journey in music it's crazy. 20 years.
Yeah. So I would imagine it would be like, pulling on your heartstrings a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Because you tied in so much.
Well,
but you're trying to go in a different direction.
I got kids now. I got it, man.
Pandemic hit.
When the pandemic hit, then everything changed.
Yeah, for everybody.
I started doing shirts. I was doing hats. But I had to tell you, I was on the phone with him during the whole pandemic. Those are the only guys I was talking to.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Marco Polo, y'all need to sponsor Popcorn Reactions. Polo. Also the Highest Point Podcast. Absolutely. Because throughout our whole journey, Marco Polo has kept our business venture afloat. We had, meetings through Marco Polo. Talking about the show.
It was so important.
Yeah, it was vital. Like, because you have a massive group on Marco Polo, everyone giving their insight and whatnot in it. So Marco Polo, hit up Popcorn Reactions and the Highest Point Podcast. We will be your sponsor in the future. Pay us well.
We will. That kept us close.
Yeah.
Wasn't just text messages. It wasn't just group conversation.
It's real interaction.
I can see his face.
Right.
Yeah.
When we disagree with each other, I could see why. I mean, I could see it, and he could see me.
And get a better feeling of what's actually going on.
It was so important for us to keep our friendship and our brotherhood and things amongst that time, because we're about to go into 2 years of not seeing each other.
Yeah.
If we didn't have it, I don't think we'd have been able to keep in contact how we did.
Right.
Yeah. That's what's up, though, that y'all actually was able to...
And for me, everything that I knew got cut. I was talking to 30 people a week. And she went to 0 overnight.
So we had like over 30 people in that group, yo.
Absolutely.
There was a mad amount of people in those groups.
What you mean everything got cut?
Well, once the pandemic hit, we wasn't filming anymore. So the conversations cut.
Yeah.
Oh, so people just stopped speaking because of that? It wasn't...
Well, I mean, we spoke at first, but we had nothing to talk about. We wasn't on the show anymore.
Right, because we wasn't filming. So the conversation wasn't as much.
Me, Matt, Kringle, we still kept conversations going about for a while anyway.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Right.
Then you got me and Matt, you got me and you got me and Kringle, you got Kringle and Matt. Like, you could talk to one another one-on-one.
Yeah, right.
And Matt got married. You know what I mean? Like, he grew up during this whole process.
I didn't even think about that. Show was at my wedding, too.
I was there, God damn it.
Was you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Was I drunk? Or high?
You ain't seen
both.
He ain't come to the dancing part. His ass left after the ceremony. That's why you ain't see him.
Okay, I was I remember seeing him.
No, but
he was there.
Okay.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And he made sure I saw him, too. I saw him with his phone up. You know what I'm saying? Walking through there.
Hey! I'm here! That's what you want to know. As we left, and I told my wife, I just want to see him get married.
Yeah.
Because he's been telling me about it.
Yeah.
And when Matt tell you gonna do something, he always act like, I got it all figured out. Hey, Showdown. About to get Oh, fake it.
I don't
That's
whisper.
how he told me. He does whisper.
I don't whisper like that, y'all. When he's saying that.
It's my version of married. And he got married, and I saw him get married, and I was like, I watched my boy grow. I've already did it, so now he can start.
And I don't just invite anybody to shit like that. You know?
I'm
very
like
super,
nobody.
super selective.
Yeah, because I had to talk to Matt to invite certain people.
Right.
That I feel like should have been there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is?
Like, come on,
Matt really did look like he had it all together when he came down the aisle. He looked like a man that knew this is what he wanted. Because my walk was not that confident.
Oh, damn.
Well, it just wasn't. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do. I loved her. But Matt was like, shit. Nigga, I can write about anything.
If you can write, you can write.
Right. Not only can I write.
Did you hear Pusha T on diss track to McDonald's? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Or you just saying, you looking at me because like, nigga, you know I heard it.
You know the history behind that, right?
He was signed to McDonald's, right?
McDonald's and got fucked.
And then
he didn't get
not signed, but you know,
he said he got fucked.
He didn't get fucked.
He didn't get
he signed
he
what
the
they offered him. You know, he signed.
He signed.
He signed.
Yeah.
We'll pay you $1 million for
your shit.
And they played the white boy, Justin Timberlake. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And he wrote ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
As a matter of fact, who that?
McDonald's ain't dishing. I was hoping you can give me some of what you drinking. I ain't got no cup, though.
That's my fault. Shit, drink out the bottle, nigga.
I drink out the bottle.
You sick? If you ain't sick, you drink
I ain't got the goddamn zombie mix.
Right.
I wanted to ask y'all about that, too.
The zombie mix?
No, I wanted to ask y'all, like, when it hit, how'd it affect you and what was you doing, like, during that time?
Well, for me, you know, I'm a truck driver, so it didn't really affect
You worked?
Yeah. I mean, it worked for the better for me because one of them niggas on the highway in my way, so I can just get back and forth. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Get back to the crizzy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Without no real issues.
You worked that whole time?
Whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because I
trucking.
Yeah, trucking. But at that time, I was delivering cement, the powder that they mix in with the rocks and the fly ash. You know what I'm saying? To make the road shit. You know what I'm saying? Or other construction shit. So
you never stopped rocking?
Nah, I ain't never stopped. You know what I'm saying? I only stopped doing that in particular.
How was the highway during that time?
Dead niggas wasn't in the way.
It was empty?
It was empty. I could just go.
I can only
wasn't no
imagine.
cops out. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't feel eerie, like weird.
Yeah, exactly.
It felt good. It's dangerous out there in your truck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like no niggas in the way, so I could just keep it moving.
It was just empty road.
It was an empty roads. Fuel prices was down. I kept seeing it fall.
So they was
fall.
caking.
Yeah. Definitely did well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up.
Because think about it now, because like I remember getting diesel for like $1.39 a gallon.
You'll probably never
that
get.
shit is fucking.
Did you hear what he just said?
Whatever the fuck it is now, nigga.
You'll probably never have. Well, hopefully, you'll never have a time like that again.
Yeah,
where the highways is that empty.
Yeah, we was definitely in history.
Because I was home.
It just depends.
I was home.
Right.
My boss called me early in the morning. Showdown. It was 8. My boss never calls me at 8. Hey, we need to get you on. I already knew what it was. My wife lost her job a week later. And I told her. I said,
for real?
I
thought she was still on in her same spot then.
My wife runs a whole different company now.
Wow.
But at the time they called her and it was like, yeah. And I was like, but before, when I lost my job, I said, listen, they're going to call you.
Right.
They're going to get you.
Dang.
I heard everybody, when they started getting rid of DJs, I talked to Jay Flex, all my brothers. I said, listen, they're going to get rid of me. They don't need overnights. It's not going to be because my shit ain't it. It's all going downhill. But I'm going to say this. I probably should. Should I say it?
You say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I know, but this is scary.
We can take it out if you really don't want it.
Excuse me, there is a message.
Shut up, Jarvis! I'm going to tell you this. You take it how you want it, okay?
Yeah.
On the real, my job, they made the call on the pandemic 3 weeks before it happened.
About the pandemic?
No, they got rid of everybody. Imagine everybody at your job getting fired. Everybody except for like 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
At first, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why?"
Right.
Yeah.
Then a pandemic hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They forecasted it.
they made that call early.
Yeah.
They made the call early before they shut everything down.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. I'm being so honest with you.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know if I should say it.
That's strange to me.
3 weeks they got rid of all of us. And when they fired us, I was like, why are you firing everybody? And then,
You saw
boom.
everything shut down.
I mean, they might have knew some information, man.
And
that
they
everybody
definitely
else
got
didn't know.
intel.
Because me and my wife, we went to.
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead. Go.
But the paperwork that I was given, I want to say, had nothing to reflect the actions that was being taken behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
There was no, well, you guys should, lock it down, close it up. We did regular business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, they got rid of everybody. Showdown, I gotta let you go. I'm like, why? Well, blah, blah, this is a pandemic. What pandemic? Boom, 3 weeks later, pandemic.
Yeah, that's why.
Now, I've been telling everybody this for a long time.
Yeah, because it was happening. Because like, before you finished saying what you were saying, I was going into, me and my wife, we had went to the UFC fight. You know what I'm saying? And she got ill. You know what I'm saying? She got sick. Like while we was there, we had like our first beer, and she was like, "Yo, I got a massive headache." I was like, "We ate good. We
Did she
had
call
water
it?
today."
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you feeling like this? Are you fucked up? It's quick. Somebody put something in this shit while I wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying? So we leave there. Next day, she's sick as fuck. So we on the way back from my sister crib. Back
When was this?
January 20-something of
Early.
19?
This is before the
I
pandemic.
think
Like
before they because they did it in March. So whatever year that was,
I think it was 2020.
right?
I think so.
Yeah. So this is in January.
2020, right?
It's been 2 years.
So 2020 then. I'm just gonna say that. She was sick as hell. You know what I'm saying? All my kids got sick. You know what I'm saying? My father-in-law, he stayed at the crib too. You know what I'm saying?
But
He
y'all
got
didn't
sick.
know anything.
I didn't
about
get
it.
sick. I'm thinking it's the flu. I'm like, God damn, I'm taking care of everybody. I'm thinking I'm about to be fucked up. I never got sick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it kind of threw me because when everybody was going to the doctor, it's like, they're like, nah, this ain't the flu. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But how would you know? We don't know. We've never seen nothing like that.
Right.
yeah, but it's like, how do they know that it's a pandemic? You get what I'm saying? Like, because your people forecasted it. And obviously other places did the same thing, not just your location.
Yeah, they
You know
heard
what
about
I'm
this stuff going on in
Now,
China
nigga,
though.
they hit us all in 1, 2, 3 days.
Dang.
saying? That's
Now,
unfortunate.
I know the pandemic now is a regular conversation,
Yeah.
but at first,
Yeah.
when it was new, when it was fresh, when it was barely talked about, there was people that were sick around us
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't know because we didn't know such a thing.
Right.
And being in radio, yeah, nigga, they was on that shit 3 weeks before that shit hit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's interesting.
For sure.
But I know it threw you for a loop, though. You like, what
Me.
you talking about? No, I'm just saying. Cause
Oh, no, well, by the time I got fired, the pandemic was 100%. But it was okay. So I was part of radio. Was a 5-man team full time. You got your morning show.
Yeah.
You got your afternoon. You got your evening. You got your night. And you got your overnight. That's your 5-man team. They kept all of us, but they got rid of every part-time. Part-times is your Saturdays, your Sundays, all your DJs, your DJ Vegas, your DJ Flex. That's all considered part-time.
Yeah.
They fired everyone, earned everyone. And that's never happened in the history of me working in radio. So when I got the call, I was like, oh, okay. Early pandemic, not really sure. News coverage-wise, we're not sure what it is. It's kind of light.
Yeah.
But I see it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm still, because when that happened, me and Matt, we were still filming 85 Central.
Oh yeah.
At the beginning stages of the
Yeah.
pandemic. We're still filming. We're still every Sunday.
Right.
Then it hit. We don't know it yet, but
It was in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Matt's like, I'm driving to work. I'm driving to work. I'm driving to work. And then one day he's like, I'm working from home.
Yeah.
I'm working on. So as far as my conversation with Matt, life is still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually, Matt says, it was almost like we was waiting for the zombie apocalypse to hit Matt's. Matt's. Yeah. He finally comes on. He's like, Blue. What's up, guys?
I'm joining the party.
I just shot a zombie outside of my yard.
Yeah, man. It's like
Now me and the wife,
yeah.
we're getting food together. We're frozen it, and then
Yeah.
it just.
What only thing I changed really was like, of course, the sanitation and everything like that. But I increased the artillery because I felt like.
But because of Matt, I felt like it wasn't a big deal. My boys was good, so I felt like Matt's good. All was coming through Kringle. They were all like, we good, we chilling. So for the first couple of weeks, I thought it was some bullshit.
Oh yeah. I get you.
I mean, these are the guys I talk to on a regular basis. So.
Right.
When they started having
Totally
issues,
different industries too, though.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because I had the opportunity. Because I mean, that's a blessing. Because I had the option to work from home. If I didn't have the opportunity to work from home, it was just probably been a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Matt, the thing about Matt was he always gave me 130%. And I could never pay him for what he gave me. And he always like, you insult me by asking me how much would I charge you. You know I support what you're doing, Showdown. And so that's how, and me and Matt have had arguments. He's one of the very few people that I can argue with and say, fuck Matt, but yeah, that's how Matt is.
That's friendship.
Because he's honest.
That's real friendship.
I don't know how else to do it.
Oh,
man.
you're so fucking stupid. Listen, you don't have a friend if you can't say these things.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
still
the people you
love
talk
them.
shit to the most is probably that's your best homies.
Because
Yeah.
if most niggas you say fuck him, you mean it, and then you're not friends with.
Right.
But if you're a friend, y'all can't be perfect. Ain't no such thing. Marriage is the same way. Except Matt, I can say fuck you, nigga. I can't say that to my wife.
No.
Do you see why his friendship is so important to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get our shit off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We can
And
get our shit off.
but at the same time, I know if I want an honest answer, I know where to go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you need, man. Somebody that can keep it straight 100 with you.
Oh yeah, because that's how I prefer it given to me. Someone just tell me the honest truth. Don't feed me no shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to try to worry about my feelings. Because how can I grow if I'm doing something wrong?
And then Matt was doing all the shit that I learned how to do later, like T-shirts. He was already doing when I met him.
Oh
He
yeah,
had
I was.
rap, video. What's the word? When you're branding. Matt
yeah.
was already branding.
Yeah.
Prior to me, like, you know what I mean? And he was like, well, this is what I did. Here's all information.
Do you remember some people try to tell you not let me wear my shit in the show?
Yeah.
Some people was like, they was like kind of like, yo, I'm saying he can be, you know what I'm saying?
He need to be wearing 85 Central if he's going to wear it. Guys like, dude, are you crazy?
Damn.
You got an entrepreneur on your show working on his shit, and you're going to tell him, don't do it?
Trying to stifle
Get the
his shit.
fuck out of here.
That's
Well,
crazy.
I understood the thought process. I just didn't understand why they thought that way.
Yeah.
Put me a shot, Showdown.
Yeah.
No, you put me.
Yeah, but if it's okay with the director, why would it not be okay with anyone else?
Matt made arguments that didn't exist.
Stop lying. When? About what?
No, that's not a bad thing. It just means that you had so much. Because I want to drink some more. It just means that you had so much going on that I didn't know that existed. And what I mean by that is,
I got you.
Matt's got his own shirt and hats on, and I didn't know anyone would care. And they did. And I was like, you care that Matt's wearing his own shit? You know, we've already done 3 scenes with him wearing that same shit on. Yeah, but I think he should change it. Well, what are we going to do about those 3 scenes? What about that?
With different colors. Same
Now, here's the
thing.
problem. Here's the problem. If I change it, then we'll notice it. Because he's already wore that shirt. And now we got to finish this scene. So what I do now?
Oh, I get you in that scene. I got you.
If we're going to have to change his shirt, we got to record all that shit over. Well, I'm not. That's how the argument started.
Yeah.
Then when I talked to Matt, I was like, oh, no, that's his shit. This nigga crazy. I never forget the conversation. Matt got his own everything. He does? Nigga, this nigga is doing what we're trying to do. And that was the conversation. You know, he been on tour. You know, he be going out of town. He passing out CDs. You know, he got, that on point. And he always say that shit. He got a brand. Yeah. So it became that.
Did it again. But when people don't
it was great.
Realize is that even on my own my own website, I had a whole section for 85.
No, we didn't know you had a website.
Yeah.
Because you never said, hey, man, I got a website.
I mean, but still at the same time, I'm not out there to be vocal about my shit because I still understand and respect the fact this is your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and then you didn't know how I operated.
Both of them went out.
Yeah. For real, this still recording though.
Okay. And Matt changed my idea of how to hustle. Like, who is really, who's the big names? Who's really the big names? Right. The guys you got under you. Is it the guy that you think? I mean, like me, right? Like I'm well known in certain times, or is it the guy that does all this extra fucking work?
They got to do the work, man.
But you never know it because we're not taught that.
Right.
Yeah. We're not taught that.
Yeah.
I'm taught B-Dot is the big. I mean, not to undermine B-Dot.
Yeah,
I love that nigga.
Oh, yeah. He legendary around this area.
He would be more fashionable to point at first before Matt.
Excuse me. Right.
Even though Matt's doing 3 times the work for the show than B-Dot is.
Right.
Yeah. He's filming. Mm-hmm. He's acting. He's helped writing. He's helped location. He's helped music.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. Because I took a Matt record. Matt record's in. He's in the scene. Couple. He's climbing shit for the scene. You know what we did?
Yeah.
The scene, we did this huge scene. I was very ambitious. Yeah. I did a scene with, I wanted a big firefight. I used to pay attention to other web series.
Yeah.
And I used to say, okay, I'm going to do what they do, but I got more people.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got Matt, his crew, against this other crew. We had people everywhere jumping out. Matt shooting all out the way. Get him, Matt. He's shooting it. Kicking it in the floor.
Yeah.
Dang, that sound crazy.
Yeah. I got to see.
But yeah, it's like, you got to understand the value of people. You know what I'm saying? Not the value of names.
Oh, man, listen. That is the truest thing you could have ever said.
It's a different thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
I just hope that you're smart enough to pay attention.
Yeah.
People ain't. Sometimes sparkle is all sparkle. Yeah. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for, give myself a pat on the back, it wasn't for me seeing, who Matt was, I wouldn't be here now.
Right.
I love this nigga.
Yeah, man, I love you too, brother. Nigga. This is the guy. And I feel like I've helped him grow, and he's helped me grow. Yeah, man, we definitely been a good benefit to each other. I learned a lot of shit. I learned a lot of shit.
Bullshit.
Real talk.
Matt, first of all, is never wrong. He's never wrong. He's never wrong.
You gotta argue with this nigga. You gotta keep going. You can't stop.
God, Matt's never wrong. Well, Showdown. Well, I think you're wrong.
Yeah, I'll accept something if it makes sense to me now. If it don't make sense, I just ain't gonna.
Shut up.
I ain't gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean?
But because of that, I've learned to understand how important his existence is in my circle.
Yeah.
Because you have to have somebody that's honest.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And I would say, if you're gonna argue with someone that gives a fuck about the topic.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Argue with somebody that cares. I got a nigga right now, I swear to God, that Janet Jackson's first album is better than Michael's first album. And we argue.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah.
Pro.
And I know who you're talking about, but
asshole.
Yeah, when you coming back? We're gonna have to get you back, man. We got so much to talk about. We didn't even get into his whole
I gotta go.
music career.
I'll be back whenever you invite me.
Gotta wrap this shit up, man.
I gotta wrap it. And I was like, yeah, that's good. But when you coming back?
Yeah, our camera done went out like 3 times. Like, yo, yeah.
I didn't get to none of the good stuff, but yeah, I'll be back whenever you invite me.
No, the interview's been great.
It's gonna be fantastic.
I didn't get a chance to talk about how you influenced me to become a reactor.
I didn't think how so I was an influencer of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a very small circle of people that are doing what I do. I got a setup at home, but I don't have a setup at home.
Right.
You was already doing the podcast before I started doing reaction videos.
Yeah. No. You did reaction before me.
No, I did not.
For real.
No way.
Man, you started reaction before me.
You
bro.
already know?
Your channel has been alive more than mine. I talked
Are you
about
sure?
the idea of doing it before.
Really?
But you launched yours before me. Had to. Because I think you said yours is like 2 months older than mine or something. 2-3 months, something like that.
Maybe.
I think so. They're very close.
Yeah, but I was throwing the shit at the wall. You came in with an idea.
Yeah. I waited till I had the whole little place and everything like that. You just pushed the button like you always do. You know what I'm saying? You're like, fuck it, I'm going out there. Like, Matt, you up here.
There's Matt, and then there's Tisha Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Which work with us. She has a show, too.
Yeah, she was on 102, too.
And we all kind of reinventing ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I just felt like Matt always had this plan. It's not a reinvention. This was always a part of your talk. You always talked about the highest point. You always talked about your music. Mm-hmm. You talked about doing the show before, so I always assumed it was first.
Okay, yeah. You know we definitely had talks about it before you did the your reactions channel.
Well, I know my reaction was fluke.
Yeah.
I've never talked to you about a reaction channel.
Yeah, I talked to T.O. about doing the podcast before.
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah, because it threw me off because I had got done with a meeting with the guys. You know what I'm saying? I pull up, you know what I'm saying, just for a second. He's like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about, thinking about this podcast shit. I'm like, damn, man, goddamn. Yeah, I'm thinking about the podcast shit too. I was going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then,
dude, I blinked my eyes and Matt had.
Hold on. So, you know what I'm saying? We get done talking. I go back, to the crib or whatever. Mm-hmm. He called me like 4-5 days later. He like, yo, I done got the spot for the pod. I'm like, nigga, we just talked. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man, goddamn. Right. I'm going to pick up the furniture and the rugs and the, all the shit for, the next day. I'm like, nigga. He's like, yeah, don't worry about, the cost and shit. I already paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to keep the shit moving. I got the cameras and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo,
just pull up. Let's go.
The things that I taught Matt, he already knew it. And I think sometimes he pretend to not know. Oh, that's how you do it?
Nah, I was watching and learning. I was watching and learning a lot of shit. Real talk. I was watching and learning a lot of stuff.
Bro, be on it though, man. I mean,
yeah, he was always on it.
I gotta get into him because it's like it's not always somebody you're gonna have around you that's just gonna go. We all talk.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need somebody to just go.
Yeah.
When I first saw you, you looked like you did this all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You did not look nervous.
Oh, no.
And I knew you had never done it because I know.
Yeah. I never done it either.
Right.
Oh, Matt, that's
I ain't never had no podcast.
Yeah, but yes. Well, I don't know you, but I know.
Yeah.
I don't be in the public. I'm low key.
Mike, I knew that if Matt was in a building and he didn't know anybody and someone put the mic and he'd be like, I don't know nobody in here, but I'm going to just talk my shit. And he would have no problem getting busy.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know that about you, but I know that about him.
I don't really get
because when I met this nigga, he had a suit on and a meet and greet.
Oh, you talking about crazy?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. You came out there in the suit to the joint?
It wasn't a full suit.
When you was about to fight?
That's just what, yeah. It wasn't a full suit. He just called it a suit. I had my button up on.
He wasn't,
you know what I'm saying?
Fight.
Slacks.
In the vest?
He just wasn't.
Nah. Just a button up and slacks.
He just wasn't that type of dude. Yeah, well, whatever you say, Showdown invited me. So, jeez. Whatever problem you got, do what you got to do. And that was Matt's thing.
Yeah.
And that's always been his thing.
Yeah.
Always.
Sure. Yo, it's been awesome, having you on the show, man. We're gonna have all his information right down in the description below how to get into his reactions, popcorn
reactions.
Make sure y'all search it, do whatever you got to do because it's epic. The shit is hilarious.
Hey,
and
listen,
it's get you nostalgia from all the old school movies and everything you be doing, yo.
Fantastic.
For real, man. So,
also, we're gonna be relaunching 85 Central.
Oh, bet
on Tuesday. And I will give you all the links to that also. I don't know if you guys knew, this guy's a really great actor.
Yeah, I do my acting thing too,
He's got his Bruce Willis. He put his Bruce Willis on.
Bruce Willis. Why he had to compare me to an old white guy that's bald?
Because you're yellow, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I'm glad you said
it. Yeah. It's the show is fire.
It's not.
Fire,
it's because you like to jump through buildings and over
I like that
cars.
Stuff.
And
I'm a little over the top, man. What can I say? I can't help it.
I'll write a scene and he'd be like, I'm up here. Up where?
Yeah, man.
Get down from there.
So he wild. So, until next time, you guys hold it down. Don't let it hold you. Peace.
Peace now.
The Highest Point Podcast.